Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and this is grilled apple cider. To be honest, before I started this recipe, before I even gave it a shot, I had never even thought of making apple cider from scratch. I don't know if that's weird, maybe it's not. Maybe you guys do it all the time, but I did this at home, and everyone that walked through the kitchen was like, it smells amazing in here. And they're totally right, and guess what? Tastes amazing. For this cider, we're gonna need 6 apples. I've chosen 4 sweet apples and 2 tart apples, and then we have 1 orange. Now, because we grill everything, we're gonna be grilling off our apples and our orange today. Before I do that, I wanna divide these into quarters. The great thing about this is these are just going to steep in water for hours as they break down and soften up, and then we're gonna strain them so we don't have to worry about taking any seeds out or anything like that. Today we're grilling on the Yoder Smoker's YS640S pellet grill. It's running at 500 degrees with hickory pellets and set up for direct grilling. So you can see we got plenty of flame going. We're just gonna throw all of these apples and orange quarters right here above the fire, move them around occasionally. The goal here is just to get some char on them, not to necessarily cook them. So these are gonna blacken a bit, they're gonna look a bit charred, and honestly that's a good thing because that's just gonna add some smokiness and depth of flavor to our cider itself. And you kind of need to go a little extreme on this just to get it there so that you're going to notice that smokiness. We're putting our fruit into a stock pot. We're going to cover that with water. Depending on the size of your pot, that'll determine how much water you need. We should be able to get by with about 8 cups. Now we've got some aromatics. We got some fresh ginger just sliced. I'm gonna turn that heat on. We got a tablespoon of allspice, whole, a couple of sticks of cinnamon, and a tablespoon of cloves. So we'll bring this up to a simmer, and then we'll turn that heat down, and we're just gonna let it cook away for the next 2 to 3 hours. We're about 2 hours in here. You can see that these have really softened up. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of mash these down. We're gonna let this go for about another half hour just to let all of that extra flavor infuse into the liquid. Gave that another half hour. It's ready to strain now. You want to do this through a really fine mesh strainer. And if you don't have one of those, go out and buy some cheesecloth and put it inside of a more coarse strainer. Essentially just going to work all this stuff until we squeeze as much juice out of it as we can. Let's transfer this over to a jar now. I see the little flecks of grilled goodness in there. We just need a little bit of sweetener. There it is. So the sweetness level is totally up to you. I don't want it super sweet. Got some sweet apples in there already. But we're just gonna mix in a little bit of maple syrup. We got a taste test here. Well, I like right where that's at. That was probably 2 tablespoons of maple syrup for about 5 cups of cider. Garnish it up. Orange slice. Throw in a cinnamon stick. Tons of apple flavor. Getting all those warming spices in there. Is the juice worth the squeeze? I would say that it is. This is a really fun activity you can do with your family. It's gonna make the house smell great. Get a little bit of that smokiness on the back end now that I'm noticing that. Definitely better than whatever you're buying at the store. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoyed the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you want to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to atbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.